Yeah. You can't tell me if I'm right, cause you can't tell me if I'm wrong. Been struggling all my life, my family barely holding on.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy J Hova of SOSMG, and I'm back with another video. Today's video is about consistency and discipline and goal setting. Today we want to talk about how to stay consistent and get to where you want in life. Without further ado, I'm gonna get to the video.
If you go to the gym and you work out and you come back and you look in the mirror, you will see nothing. And if you go to the gym the next day and you come back and you look in the mirror, you will see nothing. So clearly there's no results, can't be measured, it must not be effective. So we quit, right? Or if you fundamentally believe that this is the right course of action and you stick with it, like in a relationship, I bought her flowers and I wished her happy birthday and she doesn't love me. Clearly I'll give up. You know, that's not what happens. If you believe there's something there, you commit yourself to an act of service. You commit yourself to the regime, the exercise. You can screw it up. You can eat chocolate cake one day. You can skip a day or two. You know, it allows for that. But if you stick with it consistently, I'm not exactly sure what day, but I know you'll start getting into shape. I know it. And the same with the relationship. It's not about the events. It's not about intensity. It's about consistency, right? You go to the dentist twice a year, your teeth will fall out. You have to brush your teeth every day for 2 minutes. What does brushing your teeth twice a day for 2 minutes do? Nothing. Unless you do it every day, twice a day for 2 minutes, right? It's the consistency. Going to the gym for 9 hours does not get you into shape. Working out every day for 20 minutes gets you into shape. The daily practice of all the monotonous, little, boring things like brushing your teeth that matter the most. She didn't fall in love with you because you remembered her birthday and bought her flowers on Valentine's Day. She fell in love with you because when you woke up in the morning, you said good morning to her before you checked your phone. She fell in love with you because when you went to the fridge to get yourself a drink, you got her one without even asking. She fell in love with you because when you had an amazing day at work and she came home and she had a terrible day at work, you didn't say, yeah, but let me tell you about my day. Right. You sat and listened to her awful day and you didn't say a thing about your amazing day. This is why she fell in love with you. I can't tell you exactly what day, and it was no particular thing you did. It was the accumulation of all of those little things that she woke up one day and as if she pressed a button, she goes, I love him, right? Leadership is exactly the same. There's no event. There's no thing I can tell you have to do that your people will trust you. It just doesn't work that way. It's an accumulation of lots and lots of little things that anyone by themselves is innocuous and useless. Literally, pointless by themselves. People will look at little things that are good leadership practices and say, that won't work. And you're absolutely right. But if you do it consistently, and you do it in combination with lots of other little things, like saying good morning to someone, that looking them in the eye, it's those little innocuous things that you do over and over and over and over that people will say, I love my job.
Consistency means that.
I think that's a good place to stop it, right? So I wanted to talk to y'all about consistency and discipline and hard work and motivation, right? Because everybody out there is preaching motivation. And like I told you on this channel, I don't like to do that. I like to teach strategy, game plans, and ways to get where you want to be in life. So how it usually happens, right? We get something that sounds like a goal or something that we want to do more of and something that sounds amazing to change our life, and we get all hyped up to go and do it, and we do it for, let's be nice here and say 1 week, 2 weeks. For the first 2 weeks, we feeling good. It's that third and fourth week that come around and it's like, oh man, I told myself I was going to do this, but do I really? I can just take a day off. So it starts with 1 day off. Then the next week, you take in 2 days off. Then you tell yourself, oh, if I go hard this day, then I don't need to do it this many days. And we make up a bunch of excuses to get through things in our life. That's what I mean by consistency. And I wanted to put this in perspective because I heard a quote. It was like, how do you eat a whole elephant? Like, how do you eat an elephant? In this piece by piece, eat a small piece every day to get you where you want to go. I think the problem with consistency, for the most part, be our goals in general. I think the goals, we don't have a strong enough why or need to get there, so it doesn't push us and drive us to get through all the monotonous days of putting that work in and grinding through there. Once you get you something that you believe in so much that you gonna make happen, if and no ifs ands or buts, I think that pushes you to be consistent, right? So if you out there and you want to be slimmer and you want it so bad that you're willing to sacrifice and put in the days where your body is sore, but you gotta get out there because you know the end goal is you feeling happy. When you live with yourself and you are unhappy for so long and you know that this is the only thing that's gonna make me happy, I think that pushes you to get through and make a change, right? So how do we do this? How do we do this in real world? That's what I like to teach. My first tip is to write it down, right? Write it down. Write down your goal. My goal is to um, take my wife out once a week. And then I write down why, to make sure that she knows that I love her and that I'm consistently cherishing her and appreciating her and showing her that I care. So I write down the why and why that's such a strong goal for me, and then I put tinier goals in place to make sure that I'm on track. So that's once a week, that's 7 days. There's plenty of room for failure or something to get in there to change my mind. So what I do is I would do something like every 2 days I put $10 into my bay fund. You know what I'm saying? Like my date night fund. Put $10 in it. That way I'm eliminating the excuse of, oh, we can't afford it this week, or I don't have the time. I block out, I write it on my calendar. I write reminders to myself every day to keep me consistent and accountable to reach towards reaching my goals that I want. And this is my biggest tip for y'all out there. Just do your best, right? You might not go an hour in the gym every day, every single day. But if you go in there and you do 20 minutes on the treadmill as opposed to saying fuck it and doing nothing for the week, you'll be better off in the end. Trust me, I promise you. Most of the times we go hard, get discouraged on ourselves, and then we want to quit. One of my favorite artists, Starlito, says you can't fail until you quit, right? So what I want y'all to get in the habit of doing is cut yourself a break. Like, give yourself a break. Everybody out there is probably working hard. We're trying to balance family life, our professional lives, our social lives. We all out there working hard to get where we want to. You deserve a break. Have a cheat day. Have two. I don't care. It's better than you saying fuck it and giving up and never coming close to where you're trying to go. Some people like to teach that, oh, you got to stay on track. I like to teach real life scenarios. So that's my advice. Get y'all a goal that y'all feel strongly about. Write it down. Put it everywhere around your house to give you constant reminders of why it means so much to you. Do your best. We're not perfect. Nowhere near perfect. Just keep on pushing. Keep on trying. And that's how you stay consistent, even on the days that you don't want to do this shit. Some days I come in here, I don't want to do the YouTube videos. I much rather play my games and go on about my day. But I do it because it's something that I believe in. I know it's going to help somebody out there, and I know that something good is possibly to come from it. So that's my advice. This has been a Hova Reacts. Like I always say, like, share, put it in the comments what y'all would like me to talk about next. I'm trying to help some people out there. Share me some things. Like I said, reach out to me. Share me some things that y'all have trouble being consistent with. I know for me, it's working out. It's always been working out and eating right. I might eat good for a week and then say fuck it for the next week. But, you know what I'm saying, I get back on that horse. I get back in my rhythm, and I keep on grinding. Y'all have a good one out there. Peace.